Jaden Smith lit up the internet with this photo. So this is a photo he posted on his Instagram. And it's actually one of the shots from his upcoming photo shoot. It's a spread for Vogue Korea. And there he is. He has a skirt. His nails are painted blue. He's shirtless. And then he has a red rose tucked behind his ear. Well, most people were really supportive and applauding him. Some people were, of course, bashing him, saying that he looks effeminate and just really ignorant comments. But I want to read the majority of the comments kind of had this general consensus. So we have huge respect to Jaden Smith for pushing the boundaries of gender fluidity in his Vogue shoot. Another comment, Jaden Smith killed his Vogue Korea spread. The masculinity must be fragile as out here, in response to how people were bashing him for this look. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Gender is so 2015.
Looking like a girl is cool.
Yeah.
Men in black skirts.
Weak? Gladiators wore skirts.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So it's funny to kind of think about that too. Like over time, we have like these general ideas of what defines gender. And he clearly, I mean, he's said it in a number of his interviews where he does want to kind of separate himself from having any sort of gender identity. And that's why he pushes the gender fluidity movement.
You think about it, like Scottish kilts, gladiators with, you know, the skirt type thing. It's just essentially early clothing was just cover your dick, cover it up, take this sheet, just wrap it around, your dick's out.
This. Billy's loincloth.
You know, and then they were like, oh, okay, we should run toward bears and have like leg covers.
When we run towards bears, the dirt gets by the dick. Why don't we put a divider so that one leg goes on that side and then there's no dirt on the dick? And then that's how pants were created.
That's how they talk.
You guys,
like
That's how they talk.
it is very strange, but yeah, I think I like this. I'm all about this.
I love that he doesn't give a fuck. He's 17 and he has more confidence than I ever did or that I do now. And he really does. He talks about that he wants to push this movement, that he wants people to see like a blurred line between genders.
I know Jaden Smith a little bit. I've hung out with him a couple times at parties and stuff like that. And, you know, he seems really confident. He's, you know, a very smart person. And
is he kind?
Yeah, very kind.
That's all that matters. Yeah, and if someone's kind, that's all that matters.
And honestly, in my opinion, like, I don't think that the shoot was that feminine. Like, it just, you know, you see a lot of these, when you look at a lot of other, like, in my opinion, like male models who do like high fashion, there's a lot of very feminine postures and things that they're wearing. I don't think that this was so far out of the extreme. Like, in my opinion, I think that people were, it's just because it's Jaden that they're like, oh, this is too feminine, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if he hadn't had any nails, you know, or his nails painted, okay, so he's wearing a kilt and he's shirtless.
Flower,
and you know what I mean? Like, Kanye wears kilts sometimes. I know people wear, like, there's other people who wear kilts, you know? So it really, in my opinion, wasn't that far extreme. And honestly, even if it was, you know, cool for being artistic.
Yes.
You know, it's artsy, it's fashion. That's what art's about. Do you? Yeah, exactly. Why stick in one, you know, why does everything have to be the same? If he's doing something a little different, give him props. I think people are a little, you know, unsure about themselves. What do you think?
And I agree.
Wait, like, that's a good point. Respond to that. People, do you think the people that are reacting are the ones that are insecure and it's a projection?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's weird because if you look at like fashion, like the runways of last year, it was like, you know, androgynous clothing or strictly what we conventionally perceive to be like women's clothes. And that is what high fashion is trying to do, is just make men's clothes less boring and bring the two together, because that's where the discussion is going in like all of culture. But if you look at like Nordstrom's, you're not going to see that translate to the masses. And Jaden Smith, whether it was intentional or not, he's with Louis Vuitton, so Louis Vuitton is trying to sell things to actual people as opposed to just make a statement on the runway as like an independent designer. This is a great way to put this in front of people. And yes, for a while, putting this in front of people will get this reaction, but eventually people will just be like, oh, that's the way it is. And you're seeing guys' shirts are getting longer, which is closer to like the photo you see of Jaden when he's wearing a dress. But like the line is going down. The crotches are getting pillowier, you know?
I like that. Okay, you guys, good conversation. Please keep it going in the comment section below. Also, make sure you check us out on watchable.com.